All right, hey, it's Jason Horning here. I want to thank you for placing your trust and confidence in me to help you with your Facebook ads. And so what we're going to be going through here is I get a lot of people that come to me and they want to have like formulas and frameworks and templates basically to be able to do different things with their advertising. And so one of them that a lot of people have a big problem with is actually writing their ad copy and selecting imagery for their ads. So basically doing their creatives. And so what I've done is I've actually developed what I call the PACE formula for creating winning Facebook ads. This is something that I first revealed to the public as part of a presentation that I did at a Frank Kern event back in October of 2014. And so this was to between 150 and 200 people that had bought his mass conversion program out in San Diego. I taught him this framework, and it was really well received. People really liked it a lot. And so what I wanted to do was be able to just kind of create a video training around this so that other people can see this and be able to use it and benefit from it, because it works really well for us. It works really well for all the clients that we apply this to. This is basically the starting point that we use for all of the clients that we work with in creating their ads. And I'll show you actual results of how this thing works. So what I'm going to do is actually just walk you through this formula and give a case study of an actual ad that we've applied this to and how it actually worked. So the P in PACE stands for pain, the A stands for attention, the C stands for command, and the E stands for expectation. Okay, and I'm going to walk through each one of those different points on the ad and how it pertains to the ad, and we're going to do that with this particular ad right here for my client Kendall Summerhawk. Right, so the pain point. Now we address the pain in the headline of the ad, and actually I should back up just 1 second. What we're going to be focusing on exclusively here are desktop news feed ads. Okay, this is a news feed ad. They get the highest click through, highest conversion rate. And all of this stuff applies to making the ad look good within the news feed. So we're not talking about some of the other placements of where you can have the ads. We're going to focus exclusively on desktop news feed ads. Okay, so the P stands for pain, and what we want to do is you have a headline to your ad, and that's this area that's highlighted in red. It's going to show up above the image on your ad. And so you have to really understand your market to know what kind of pains that they have in their life. What are problems that they have in their life? What are they trying to solve? Because with Facebook, this is interruption marketing. So if you think about the mindset that somebody's in when they're on Facebook, they're either on their mobile phone or they're on their computer. We're going to be focusing on desktop stuff here, and they're scrolling through their news feed and they're looking at stuff. And you have to really interrupt them by speaking to something that they want to try to fix in their life. Okay, so you're going to have to do a lot of research and really understand your market and create your ideal client avatar before you start writing copy. So you really should know what problems they have and how your product uniquely solves them before you start writing this stuff. But once you identify that, and in this particular case, what we identified is a big problem that Kendall's audience has that she can solve is they're trying to get high-paying clients and they just can't seem to do it. Okay, so the way we address that pain is we just come right out and we ask them if they have that pain. So are you frustrated with trying to get high-paying clients? Okay. Now the reason I like to use a question here, and this gets more into the philosophy that I have with Facebook ads, is I really with that interruption, I really think of this as you're starting a conversation with somebody. Okay, and so how do you normally start a conversation with somebody? You ask them a question. And so this shows up in your news feed, and you're basically saying, hey, do you have this problem? Okay, and then I'm going to show you how we continue that conversation through the rest of the ad, and then that leads all the way through your landing page and then into your marketing funnel. We're not going to get into any of that stuff because we're only focusing exclusively on the ad copy here, but you'll see how that works, and you'll start to think differently about how you design your ads all the way into your landing page and then throughout your marketing funnel, so there's congruence in there, and you're really starting a conversation, you're continuing that conversation, and then closing the conversation with ultimately them becoming your customer. Okay, So again, what we like to do here is just identify the pain. You can do it in multiple ways. You don't have to ask a question. You can use a headline that does not ask a question, but I find that the questions tend to lead people into the funnel a little bit better. It tends to pre-frame people a little bit better. And the more visceral you can get with identifying the pain, I find that's even better. So, I mean, I've used actual ads where I'll say, are you pissed off? Because what I found is if you can get somebody in the frame of mind where they're really upset about something, people that are really upset about a pain tend to take action to solve that pain a lot more than somebody that's just kind of mildly irritated, So you got to think of those varying degrees of the pain at the same time, all right? So, you can look through different copywriting books to see, headline formulas, but I find if you just come right out with the standard question headline formula, are you or do you, have you, blank, and then it's just, the main pain, and that's it. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. So the second is attention, and, remember back to just a moment ago when I was talking about how people are going through Facebook and they're just kind of scrolling through their news feed. You really need to use your image to grab the attention. That's really the stopping power of your ad. So they're not going to read the copy first. They're going to stop and see the image, and then that'll pull them into the copy. Now, because of the way the ad's laid out, it doesn't lead into the PACE formula, so that's why attention comes second. But this is actually going to be the most important part of your ad. Now, what I like to do is use images that are attention grabbing, but they're not outside of the norm of what somebody sees in Facebook. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to toe the line between being native and being non-native. And so what I mean there is, if you think about how people are normally posting stuff on Facebook, they're not posting pictures. Oh, and by the way, this red border is not part of the actual ad. We're just highlighting this piece as the attention. When people are posting pictures, they post pictures of themselves. They post pictures of things going on in their life. They don't ever stop to put like a border around it or put an arrow on it or put a picture of an ebook with a big click here button. People don't do that when they're normally posting. So to keep your ad native, you want to kind of make it look like somebody's actually posting it there, so it doesn't scream, I'm an ad. You'll see a lot of these highly designed pictures that have that stuff in it, and they can work in certain circumstances. But when I'm starting with an ad, I tend to want to use an image that does not have any of that stuff on it, and it's just a picture of the person that's behind the product in a setting that depicts where you ultimately want the person to be. So you want them to look at the picture and really aspire to be in that same situation. This actually gets attention, by the way. So pick people looking straight at the camera, smiling imagery. You want the person in the image to really line up with the audience that you're targeting. So with Kendall in particular, she targets women that are in the 35 to 55 age range with her ads. And so, she's that person in that age range. And so this picture, people identify with it. And they see her working from a home office. There's a nice computer, nice background. That's what she's selling people on. So it's a great image to really get them to identify with her, and it grabs their attention. And pulls them into the ad copy. Now, there's a lot of other different things that you can use to get attention, and so you're going to want to, test different things, pictures of people, pictures of different settings. You can try shocking type images where maybe it's like a picture of money or something like that. Just you'll have to test those different things out for your market to find out what works. But I tend to use a picture of a person in the setting that we want them to ultimately see themselves in as the initial starting point, and then we'll work out from there. All right, so now there's the command. So right below the image is this text right here. And in Facebook, they call that the link headline. And so what we like to do here is we actually like to give a command basically telling them what to do. So if you think back to the beginning of the ad up here, which we can't, it's kind of cut off in here, we're asking this question if they're frustrated with trying to get high-paying clients. So the assumption is they're either going to say yes or no in their mind as they're reading that. And if they say yes, then we want to tell them what to do. So we're just going to command them here subtly and say, hey, are you frustrated with getting high-paying clients? Yeah, I am. Then you should click here. Okay, so it's just a matter of continuing that conversation. So it's like we asked them the question, they said yes, then we're saying, okay, then you should do this. Okay, that's literally it to the command. Then what we want to do is we want to set the expectation of what they're going to do or what they're going to receive and what's going to happen after they do what we commanded them to do. Okay, so here's where you can get into a couple other little unique copywriting tricks here. So we're going to continue the conversation, and we're going to talk very conversationally. We're going to use contractions, and we just really want to tell them what's going to happen and kind of set a little bit of curiosity in there as well. So we want to wrap benefit and curiosity into this statement down here. So you'll get a simple three-step checklist to attract high-paying clients this week. So we're telling them that they're going to get something that they can use to solve that pain. There's the benefit. And we're showing them that they're going to actually be able to do it quickly. So we're making it simple because it's a simple three-step checklist. So it's simple and fast. So they're going to get this checklist to solve the problem quickly. So it's a simple solution quickly. And this three-step checklist builds that curiosity because now they're like, well, hey, wait a minute. There's a simple checklist that I can use to solve this problem. And so we're wrapping in curiosity and benefit in here along with making it a quick and easy solution. Okay, because everybody wants stuff that's quick and easy. All right, so now we asked them if they had the pain. They said yes. We told them what to do, and then we set the expectation of what's going to happen when they click through to the landing page that we're sending them to. Okay, so that's the entire PACE formula. It's pain, attention, command, expectation. All right, now you can see here from the social activity on this particular ad that people really like this formula. And I mean, I have ads where we have literally 5,000 likes, 500 shares, hundreds of comments on the ad using this formula. And this is really important now, especially in Facebook when you're running newsfeed ads, because they've recently opened up an ability where on the top part of the ad, somebody can actually click a drop-down box and they can give feedback on the ad. And if there's enough negative feedback, they'll actually start shutting down your ads account if that happens. So this formula will not only get people pre-framed into your funnel better, it also gets them to like your ad more, which preserves your ads account. It gets you preferred status as an advertiser. You'll get cheaper traffic, you'll get more traffic, you'll get better traffic, and so not only are you're setting yourself up for more success in multiple ways, and you're creating goodwill in your audience. So this is a great framework to use. I highly recommend that you start running your ads this way. Now, I also promised I was going to show you some results from this, so let me show you that. All right, so this ad, at the time I screenshotted this, it was an active running ad. At the time I'm recording this now, we've changed out this ad to a different ad. It's not active anymore. But this was running for a little bit more than a month at the time of when I took this screenshot, and you'll see we spent almost $7,200 on it. We had 1,790 conversions. Those were opt-ins for the lead magnet at a cost of $4.02, which is really good in this marketplace. And here is this is kind of the lifetime stats of Kendall's Facebook traffic that we're running. So you'll see here, I actually started working with her this month here is, this month is March back here. So we started in March, and then this is through October of 2014. So you see, at the time of when I took this screenshot, we had run $45,361.45 in ads, generated almost 30,000 clicks, close to 7,000 opt-ins at a CPL of $6.60. We've had a sales conversion of 3.28%, 225 sales, and you'll see the revenue that was generated was $119,571.72 for an ROI of 164%. So basically, for every dollar that we spend on Facebook traffic, we get back $2.64. So I don't know any marketer that wouldn't want that all day long, and it's consistent for months. Okay, so we're talking 8 months worth of traffic with a lot of ad spend, a lot of clicks. We've been using this formula for her the entire time that we've been running traffic, and it produces, this is immediate ROI. So you can see it works, it gets great results, and if you apply it into your business, you should expect to have similar results. Now, I can't guarantee those results for you because I don't know how, the execution of how you're going to do your copy on your ad, and obviously the elements in your funnel and your conversion process are all going to have a big effect on that. But if you do duplicate this process, which we're duplicating across over 25 client ads accounts in over 15 different markets, you should, as long as you have those elements in play with your funnel, you should expect to see similar results. All right, so that's the PACE formula for creating winning Facebook ads. Go out and apply it in your business, and I wish you the best in what you do.